Welcome back, everybody. This is Cram Farms, and we try to do a little bit of homesteading. Well, not a little bit, a lot of homesteading with two sets of twins. Our oldest set has cerebral palsy, and our youngest set are just typical wild 6-year-olds. Yes. So we are getting ready to go check on our greenhouse, see if we have any sprouts today, and we're going to be making a little walk around the homestead. Riley wants to check on his rabbits, and what else do you want to check on?
Chickens.
The chicken. So he's got some egg layers. He is our egg seller here on the farm, and so we're going to check on the greenhouse and check on some of the animals, and we'd like to take you all along with us. All right, where are we going first?
To the ducks.
To the ducks? Hey, ducks! What are their names, Riley?
Cheese and crackers.
No, it's not.
And the,
Sir Duckington and the Quackers is what Abby named them.
where's our Duckington?
We are going down to visit our, these are our black Australorp rooster and black Australorp hens, and these are the babies that we actually hatched back in the fall. So you might remember him from before. That's the rooster. Now, she is one of the prettiest birds I think we have out here, but she has a black Australorp mama, and her daddy is this black Australorp. And we know that because we kept them together, and she must be some type of splash or have a recessive gene somewhere in there that brought out this gold in her. Now this is a little Buff Orpington baby that we hatched from our Buff Orpington rooster and Buff Orpington hen. But because we had them in different coops, we know for certain that this little lady, although she is black and gold, is definitely a black Australorp. So she just must have a recessive gene in there somewhere. And we got our first egg from these new girls yesterday. These are our newest little layers that have just started laying. We processed a bunch of old layers in the fall, and then these babies were born in the fall, and so they are our newest little flock of layers for this spring. It was really important to us that when we started homesteading that he was able to go anywhere that he pretty much wanted to go on the farm. So we keep our egg layers close by because he does sell the eggs and likes to go and collect them. We keep the rabbits close by. Let's go look at Luther, because Luther is his buck silver fox rabbit. And so we also built some garden beds so that he could also access them as well and help with planting. The next thing we're going to do is work on getting these hutches up so that we can get Luther more at hand level for Riley. Hi, Luther.
Can I hold him?
And this is Miss Luna. She is our silver fox doe. And Luna may be expecting in the next 2 weeks. Got to keep an eye on her to see for sure. Another thing I like is that they always try to involve Riley on the homestead, and Caroline too. But just like this, they have the wagon. The wagon is attached to the wheelchair. They're going to get some water for me and bring it back to the greenhouse. So we're in the greenhouse, and what I'm noticing is that my, well, also it is extremely hot in here. Ooh, it is warm out here. But we're gonna go ahead today and plant a few petite marigolds. These are excellent for keeping pests away in the garden. And we're also gonna plant some nasturtiums because you can take the flowers and they're excellent in salads, but they're also a great pest deterrent. So you can plant them all around your tomatoes and cucumbers and different plants to keep the bugs away. So we're gonna go ahead and get 2 of these started today. So I already have the dirt in these, and I've already soaked it down really well with water, and we're just gonna start. Now, I did nasturtiums last year, and I started them just straight in the soil, and they just did not do great for me. So I am hoping that by starting them in the dirt, starting them as and doing them as transplants this year, maybe it'll help. I just did not have good luck with them last year.
It's hot in here.
I know, look, it's over 100.
Almost.
Oh, my water's here. Let's see. My water has arrived. Why, thank you, water boy. Bring it on over, ma'am.
Spilt on the ride back.
That's okay.
I need some water.
All right, I am going to, hold on. I think you're gonna need to go get me some more.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Please.
Riley! Riley! We need you! Get more water.
So another thing, it's important just to include them on the homestead. So find little things that kids with special needs can do, or find something that an elderly person could even do to help out, like if you're doing it, or make things easier. Like the girls are so creative at like putting the wagon, and they just use pipe cleaners and attach it to his wheelchair so now he can pull it all over the farm.
Oh no! Our wagon's got under attack. Mom, we need you.
Okay.
Ow.
So marigolds, you know what you see in the center of a marigold? Well, when a marigold dries up at the end of the year, that is the seed that you see here. That's the seed in the inside. So marigold seeds look a little bit different than your typical flower seed or vegetable seed, I guess. They look like a flower seed, definitely. So I have nasturtiums and marigolds planted today. And then everything else in the greenhouse is actually getting kind of full now. And I'm gonna be adding a few more things to it this week. So when you're planning your homestead, whether you're elderly or you have kids with special needs, it takes a little thinking outside the box, a little bit of thinking about placement of your animals or your garden areas in relation to areas that you can access with wheelchair or walker or whatever your equipment might be. And that takes a little bit of thought and planning. I can say that we have redone our garden area from how we originally started, just because we had it one way. It wasn't working the best for us with wheelchairs and such going through it, and the kids being able to access it. So we changed that up. And so just be flexible and know that it's okay to change things, and you may start off one way and then have to flip-flop things around. So homesteading is fun, and I love being able to share it with our kids with special needs. It just takes a little bit more planning. You have to put a little bit more thought into it, and you have to be really true to yourself in what can you truthfully do, and sometimes what is something that just isn't gonna work for your family, and you have to be okay with that. I really appreciate you all joining us on this little video today. Riley wanted to show you around some of his favorite things on the farm. So thanks for joining us. I'm glad you got to see the greenhouse. We got those nasturtiums and marigolds planted. And Next, I'm gonna be showing you, hopefully, the sprouts coming up in the raised bed from the carrots, beets, turnips, and those things we planted last week in the garden, in the raised bed outside. And then we'll check back in the greenhouse later this week and hopefully see those sprouts coming up. Hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you next time right here on Cram Farms.